The Brightside Ben team. I'm looking for a couple of business builders, a couple of folks who are especially interested in growing a longevity business. I can come out and help you market your business and do talks. I was just in Oregon last week and doing a talk for my friend Carl, the Truth Raider. We did a nice talk in Portland, and glad to do the same thing for you as well. You can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it, or you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. Okay, so most of the time on the program, we talk about nutrition. We're talking about macronutrients, big nutrients, things that you need lots of: protein, fats, sugars, carbohydrates. Some of the minerals are macronutrients. We talk about micronutrients. Those are the vitamins and the minerals. Those are the things that help the macronutrients work. Micronutrients have the job of micronutrients is to help macronutrients do their work, and together macro and micronutrients work, and they work together to provide the body with the raw material and the nutrition that it needs. But from the perspective of a cell, no matter what kind of raw materials you have, from the perspective of a cell, nothing will occur. Nothing will get made. Nothing will get done. And remember, the raison d'etre, the reason for the existence of a cell, what a cell does with its time, every moment it exists, is make stuff, do things, pumps out protein, activity. And all of this activity depends on specialized chemicals, magical specialized activating, initiating chemicals that we call hormones. That's what a hormone is. Hormone is an initiating chemical. Yes, raw materials are important, obviously. The mighty 90 is vital. Essential nutrients, nothing happens without essential nutrients. But at the level of a cell, the switches that turn the cell on are activated by what we call hormones. Nutrients are important, but at the end of the day, cell activity, whether it's making things or eliminating things, follow the activating or initiating activity of a hormone, which literally means, the word hormone literally means to set into motion, to activate, to initiate. That's what the very word hormone means. It comes from the Greek hormeo, I arouse to activity. We always say all disease is cell disease. That's a hallmark part of the Brightside philosophy. That may be the key element of the Brightside philosophy. All disease is cell disease, and all wellness is cell wellness. And we talk very glibly about cells, and we talk about the cell level. But what does the fact that we are somehow created out of 100 trillion little components, little parts that are not widgets, they're not screws, they're not bolts, they're conscious little animals. Robert Hooke, the guy who first discovered the cell, actually called them animalcules. That was the first name for cells. They were called animalcules because they are like little animals. They walk and they move, and they go towards food, and they go away from poison, and they change, and they're responsive to their environment. What does this mean? What does this imply? The fact that we're created out of 100 trillion conscious little animals. What does this really imply? Well, it implies that these little entities, these little conscious entities, listen up now, this is very, very important. The fact that we are composite beings made up of 100 trillion little conscious entities means that if we're going to be healthy, these little entities have to somehow be constantly communicating with themselves and constantly in communication with the environment. And indeed, that is exactly what occurs when we're healthy. And that's where we come to hormones. Hormones are the chemicals that communicate messages from the environment to the cell. The cell is in constant communication with the environment that it's in via the messages that are being sent to it from hormones. Hormones are communicating molecules and initiating molecules. They send messages to the cell from the outside environment and turn a cell on, turn one or another of the many millions of different functions on inside a cell. Think of them like little molecules that ring a doorbell on the outside of a cell, initiating activity inside the cell. There's 4 types of these command molecules, 4 types of these messenger molecules, 4 types of these molecules that we call hormones. The most well-known, the ones we always talk about, thyroid hormone, insulin hormone, estrogen hormone, testosterone hormone. These are the most common ones, the ones we always talk about. These travel through the bloodstream. They start off in a structure that's called a gland, whether it's your thyroid gland or your ovaries or your testes or the adrenal glands or the pancreas gland or the thymus gland or the pituitary gland. All hormones are made in one or another glands, and then they travel. All these specific types of hormones, these first types of hormones, are made in a gland, and they travel through the blood, and they ultimately react with specific cells in the body, initiating activities in the cells. Cells obediently do nothing without being first activated by some kind of hormone substance. These hormones, these types of hormones, are made in glands. They journey through the bloodstream. They find a specific cell, and they turn that cell on, and a function or a behavior is initiated inside the cell. These products that come out of glands and travel through the blood are called endocrine hormones. Endocrine hormones are hormones that travel through the blood, that start off in a gland and travel through the blood. Endo meaning inside. Crin, C-R-I-N, is the Latin designation for hormone. Endocrine, hormones that are traveling within the blood. The endocrine glands make hormones that travel in the blood. These are so-called endocrine hormones. Now, there's two different kinds of endocrine hormones. The most famous ones are called steroid hormones. Steroid hormones are endocrine hormones that are made either in they're made everywhere, but for the most part, they're made in the reproductive glands and in the adrenal glands. And the one thing that all steroid hormones have in common is they all come from cholesterol. All steroid hormones are derived from cholesterol. In fact, it's actually even more accurate and more illustrative to describe the steroid hormones: estrogen, testosterone, cortisol. Even vitamin D is similar to a steroid hormone. There are steroid hormones that help control mineral balance. These steroid hormones are actually, scientists will tell you, and I've said it myself, that they're derived from cholesterol, but it's actually more illustrative to say that these steroid hormones are types of cholesterol. They're actually cholesterol versions. They're versions of cholesterol. These steroid hormones, or versions of cholesterol, are responsible for initiating activities in a cell that provide long-term support for growing, for healing, for youth, for building, for breaking things down, for stress management. And they all are types of cholesterol. The fact that these hormones, these endocrine steroid hormones, are all versions of cholesterol reveals two very important aspects of the biochemical ignorance of what I call cholesterol mania. This boneheaded medical idea that somehow it is in our health interest to poison cholesterol-making machinery. The fact that steroid hormones, these growth hormones, these youth hormones, these stress management hormones, or all types of cholesterol, tells us two very important things that we need to recognize when it comes to this idiotic idea that somehow it's in our interest to shut down cholesterol manufacturing. Hang tight, I'll tell you what I mean. When we come back from our break, and we'll take your phone calls as well. 855-660-4261 is our number. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Genesis is defined as an origin, creation, or the beginning. Genesis Communications Network began with the mission of providing you with the kind of compelling content you're listening to now. And at GCNlive.com, you'll find a free archive of our nation's history, narrated by GCN hosts. Explore, share, and pass down to future generations. GCN is the future of talk radio, but we should always strive to learn from our past. Together, we are GCNlive.com. GCN.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to proflowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's proflowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
All right, welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. We're talking hormone health. Nutrients are important. Macronutrients and micronutrients are certainly important, but nothing happens in the cell without the activity of a hormone. There's 4 basic types of hormones. The first type, the most famous type, are the endocrine hormones, and those are hormones that travel through the blood. Endocrine, meaning inside the blood, or hormones that travel inside the blood. They start off in a gland, be it the thyroid gland, or the pancreas gland, or the adrenal gland, or the pituitary gland, or the pineal gland. Interestingly, the glands all correspond with chakras, if you've ever heard that term. In Eastern philosophy, there are 7 major centers, and these 7 centers actually correspond to a gland. That's a whole nother story. I don't want to digress too much, but that's kind of an interesting little factoid. All the glands correspond with a chakra. In any case, the glands all make hormones, and the hormones then are secreted into the blood. They travel through the blood where they act on all cells. There's 2 different kinds of hormones, endocrine hormones. The main kind are called steroid hormones, and they all come from cholesterol. In fact, they don't just come from cholesterol, they're actually types of cholesterol. They're versions of cholesterol. This idea that all the steroid hormones are versions of cholesterol, they're types of cholesterol, reveals 2 very important aspects about the stupid idea that to suppress cholesterol production, to poison cholesterol production with a statin drug is somehow in your health interest. It is not in your health interest. It is a dumb idea. Number one,